What is going on, boys? Swaggys here. So without any further ado, go ahead and get the active for today. So today we're reacting to a newer video that just came out today by IGN. This is an official look at the actual gameplay trailer for the new Five Nights at Freddy's Into the Pit video, or the new Into the Pit game. And of course, it's taken just 4 hours ago today, at least from the the video's perspective. And I wanted to go ahead and check it out since it looked really interesting, and overall I wanted to go ahead and just check it out because Five Nights at Freddy's. Like I said, without any further ado, please go check out the actual original video itself here. Link down below. And of course, without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. It says here, the new chapter of the Five Nights at Freddy's universe. Five Nights at Freddy's Into the Pit will be available on Steam, PS5, Xbox, PS4, and Nintendo Switch. Okay. Oswald wishes his town where his life was so boring. So basically, it does take place in this in the from the book series itself. When he explores the ball pit and runs down pizzeria, finds himself in the past. However, also deepest desires have an unexpected cost. Survive 5 nights in this terror of a chilling adventure game. Travel between time periods, gather clues, and outrun the threat relentlessly pursuing you. Move swiftly and stay hidden. Okay. Not just your life on the line. Oswald's father and the children from the past could all meet their end if you don't save them. Okay. Overall, really ominous line. Now let's go check this up here. This is cool. Ooh. Jeff's Pizza. Some doors should never be open. Oh, that's so sick, actually. There's Oswald.
Welcome to Freddy's Fazbear's Pizza, a matchless place for kids.
This is so cool, actually.
And fun.
No place to sit. Oh, nah. Run. Hide. Prepare for a new nightmare. That was cool. That was cool. JazzPizza.club. Okay. So that does not look like there was any release date there. Hold on, I'm gonna go and quickly pull up that site. We might check that out as well. Just give me a second here. And we've got a website and a QR code right there. Hold on, I'm gonna quickly scan the QR code on my phone. Let me go ahead and check out what this QR code is about. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, this is still pretty sick. There's it's a link. A link to what though? The Steam page. Yep, it is a link to the Steam page. I do not know that's gonna be it. But yeah, looks like it's still being constructed and still got other plans for it. And who knows? Maybe some people are gonna find out some secrets from the website itself. I'm really excited to see that. But I do want to kind of focus on the actual trailer itself. I don't want to focus on any other side website things like that. But so far, let me just go ahead and give my general thoughts on the video stuff here. Let me get onto it. Starting off with the main 3 aspects: the presentation, the actual just gameplay itself, and of course the plot itself as well. So let's just go ahead and get into it. So yeah. Starting off with the gameplay, then going on to the plot itself, then ending off with we'll go presentation. Give me a second, I gotta actually decide. I'll be right back. Alright, I got it. Yeah, we'll go presentation, plot, gameplay. Let's go ahead and get into it. So yeah, overall, the presentation for this trailer is overall immaculate. I love it so much. I'm loving this little, just into the pepperoni. And I just love it. It looks so cool. And then of course we get a little bit of a rabbit icon here. I love that as well. And then of course we get the people who are actually helping the actual production of this game, Mega Cat Studios, just in general, and of course Scott Cawthon. I love it. It's so good, so well done. It's just so interesting. And then the presentation itself here looks super nice. We got a lot of really good shots from in game, and of course a lot of in shots from the actual, we got a lot of in gameplay or just shots and just in general kind of backgrounds here. I love it. Like I said, aside from the actual just presentation of the video itself here, I do have to say they do just have an immaculate. Actually, I'm gonna take back what I said. Overall, I do want to say though, the presentation here does remind me of something. Actually, I was gonna say it was really unique, but overall, like I said, it really does remind me of some old classics. Scott, like old Scott trailers, and that's mainly from the fact that we got like little panels here, kind of just saying like travel back to where it all began. Just kind of like survive, hide, like no place is safe. It distinctly reminds me of the old FNAF trailers, whereas like you are the night guard, and just it's your job to survive the night. And it's giving me those old Scott Cawthon trailer vibes, and I love that. Like I said, just overall the actual just video stuff here in general, the presentation is immaculate and I love it so much. It has such a great presentation, just overall really presents what it needs to and what it needs, and like the aspect of the game itself here in a really good way. But aside from that though, like I said, just overall, aside from the presentation itself here, we gotta go to the actual other parts of the video stuff here. Let's just go ahead and get into it. The actual just plot itself here. Now the plot itself here does seem to be very linked to the actual original Freddy's Frights book into the bit. And overall, it does look like it's following that plot line and that story as well, with the new characters like Oswald, the Yellow Rabbit, and of course, the and of course his father, and of course the other children that do kind of get there, that do kind of unfortunately pass away. Like I said, overall, I do like it. I do like the actual plot itself here and how it is going on to the actual just the story itself, and that's overall really cool. But aside from that, I do want to go ahead and get to the actual gameplay itself here as a main element. So let's go ahead and get into it. Like I said, the gameplay itself here looks super interesting, from the hiding mechanics, the running mechanics, and overall how this game seems to be taking, how this game seems to be kind of laying itself out there. But like I said, overall, I love the actual just in general, I love the actual gameplay itself here, and I love how the actual game looks itself, as it looks super interesting, super unique, and overall, I've never seen a FNAF game like this before, where it's kind of like this 2D, 8-bit, maybe like 16-bit kind of gameplay, and it's just so cool, and I love it so much. But also the detail on the actual game itself, I'll get to that later on, it looks really good, and I love it. But aside from that, it does kind of get through all my general thoughts and opinions on this stuff here, so without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into the actual, and more in-depth thoughts and opinions. Okay, give me a second, I gotta go refresh my band, I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that. But without any further ado, let's go ahead and get to the actual deep dive here. Without any further ado, let's just go ahead and, actually, before I get into the deep dive, please go check out the actual original stuff here. Link down below. The link will be at the end card at the end of the video. So like I said, please go check that out. Now, of course, they worked really hard to make this trailer. Really worked hard to make the game. So like I said, go ahead and check it out. But aside from that, without any further ado, of course, I do want to actually say a few things as well. So like I said, like, subscribe, notification bell for the next time I upload if you're interested in getting the news as soon as you can. And like I said, liking and subscribing, they help me out just a ton as a creator, and just help me out a ton as a as a growing YouTuber. And I really appreciate if you guys can help me do that. And of course, just help. If you want to be a part of the community, like I said, go ahead and do that. But aside from that, though, I do gotta say, like I said, notification bell. If you want me notified for any future videos since it comes out, bell icon, that's what it's there for. I do try to at least upload every day, but of course, sometimes I do. The schedule does sometimes kind of change a little bit depending on what's going on, in the background. So like I said, sometimes I may upload a video, sometimes I may not upload a video, or I do a second video, and then sometimes I won't do a second video. It's just kind of, like I said, it depends on the schedule itself here. And of course, that also includes sudden changes. Like yesterday, I do apologize for not uploading a video today. I just wasn't feeling up to it. I had other things I had to do that were just suddenly dropped on me, and it was just overall really hectic. But aside from that, though, like I said, just overall, yeah. And without any further ado, like I said, notification bell. Comment down below your thoughts, opinions on this stuff here, whether you liked it, you hated it, that's really interesting, or you didn't find it interesting at all. At least leave your thoughts, opinions on this stuff here down below. And without any further ado, let's go ahead and get to the actual deep dive here. Let's not waste too much time. Now, of course, going on back to the presentation and stuff, like I said, the presentation was just amazing. I'm loving the edited together bit, and I'm loving just how the gameplay itself looks, as well as how they present it. And of course, like I said, this does remind me distinctly of some old Scott Games videos, or at least the trailers for like the FNAF 1, FNAF 2, FNAF 3 series. And of course, like I said, just overall, it was so cool. And of course, this segment here was overall really well done. I do feel like this one was done a little better than some other segments as well, especially for this little end scene with and I love that. Like I said, overall, just in general, I'm loving the actual game, and I'm loving how the game itself looks, and a lot of the aspects of the video itself here. Like I said, aside from that though, overall this game looks to be really cool and really exciting, and apparently fresh pizza coming soon. So though overall this game will be releasing soon, maybe this year, maybe next year, who knows? But overall, I'm loving it. But aside from that though, like I said, presentation for the trailer itself, immaculate. I love it, and of course, I'm not gonna lie, I love the old Scott style that they got going on. But aside from that, let's go and get to the actual just gameplay itself, or the actual plot itself here. Now, of course, the plot itself here does seem to be very very reliant on the actual just original game itself, or the actual original book itself, especially with these children that are running away from the actual Rabbit Man himself, and of course your mission to survive, hide, and of course get out of this situation. I do want to mention that does look like Draw Kill Freddy in a way. If you don't know Draw Kill Freddy, it's an old just an old model of animation, like an old animation model Freddy. It looked really cool, and I'm not gonna lie, it was gas. But like I said, it does kind of remind me of that. But overall, aside from that though, I do want to say just like I said, the plot itself here very linked to the actual the actual plot itself of the In the Pit series, and of course that does kind of follow the line of this guy this guy does end up replacing somebody in the game itself. I won't spoil anything if you haven't even read the book itself. But if you haven't read the book, you're not gonna understand what's going on anyways. Like I said, overall, I'm loving it, and I'm loving segments like these. But without any further ado, like I said, the plot itself here very very related to the actual plot of Into the Pit. But without any further ado, aside from that though, let me just go ahead and get the actual just know my thoughts and let me just go ahead and move on to the actual next segment, the gameplay itself here. And for do, let's go ahead and get started. So like I said, overall, the gameplay itself does look really unique. It's very based in the the 2D style, especially for like segments like this. Going to like the ball pit, maybe going back to the other segment itself here. And of course, you do have a sort of reliance on over just kind of over the traditional 2D game style. And it does follow through the actual entire bit itself here. I'm not gonna lie though, why is Bonnie doing the floss here? Like, was that entirely necessary? Okay, whatever. Aside from that, though, the gameplay itself here does look immaculate. I'm loving these segments. I'm loving how the game itself looks. The 2D style is immaculate. But not only that, the actual 8-bit style. Well, 8-bit style. Is this what we call it? 16-bit, 64-bit? I don't know. But this kind of pixelated style, and overall, it kind of hits. I'm not gonna lie, it hits hard. But aside from that, though, like I said, just overall, the gameplay stuff here very distinctly, part of like hiding, running, getting away from the actual main villain himself here, who ends up revealing himself like right. Then of course, get this segment right here. Okay, move on. Hiding mechanics, running mechanics. Yeah, and overall, like I said, just overall, it looks really cool. I'm not gonna. I like it. I like it. And of course, we do have a jump scare, and of course, it is kind of just when you're in the pit and you kind of come out. Yes. What was it like? It was like right over here, right here. Just down. Ugh. Okay, I'm not gonna. That looks tough. That looks tough. I love that. Like I said, just overall, the actual just video itself here looks really good. The gameplay itself looks hard. I love it, and of course, it does look frightening as anything I can see. Like I said, overall, I love it so much, and it's just so good. But aside from that, and for to kind of get through all my general thoughts, opinions on the actual stuff here. Like I said, the gameplay itself here looks immaculate, looks amazing, and overall, really cool. I'm not gonna lie. But like I said, aside from that, the actual presentation of the video stuff here is overall really well done as well, and I love it. As well as their little inclusion to another website, including how we like I said, it just gives me old like Scott Cawthon's trailer vibes, especially with like the links to like other websites, especially like how Scott was like, oh, go to scottgames.com to see the newest updates on the FNAF games. I love that. Like I said, it was so cool. Gives me so many of those like classic FNAF vibes, and in general, it's just so cool. But aside from that, without introduce, like I said before, that basically does get through all my thoughts opinions on the video stuff here. So like I said, go ahead check out the original stuff here. Link down below and card right there. I'm leaving you 2 links to get to that original video. So please go check it out. Aside from that, the end card right here for another one of my videos. Another one of my videos if you're interested in catching that. And without any further ado, like I said, please go check that out. They work really hard to support. And of course, I'll just keep these on. Like I said, Sheesh, I lost my brain cells. Give me a second, I'll be right back. Anyways, as I was saying, hit the like button, subscribe, notification bell for next time upload if you're interested in catching a new videos as soon as you can. And of course, comment down below your thoughts and opinions on the video itself here, whether you liked it, you hated it, that's really interesting, or you didn't find it interesting at all. Like I said, at least leave your thoughts and opinions on the game itself, and of course, on the trailer, whether you liked it. And of course, like I said, what do you think is, the game itself is kind of gonna end off at? Do you think we're gonna get some segments, that are kind of later on in the plot itself of the actual, Into the Pit, like, the sort of the where the father the father does get replaced, or in case like how do you think that's gonna work out? I'm really interested to hear how you guys interpret that. But aside from that though, I'm not gonna lie, I do have to say it was such a shame that the actual original game's trailer was kind of just released a little earlier, or at least aspect of the trailer, like the hiding, the running, the two big mechanics. Because I'm not gonna lie, if this was like the first time we were seeing the actual game itself here, that would have been a lot cooler and a lot really more exciting. But it's such a shame that the game itself got leaked way too early. But aside from that though, I still have plenty of hope that Scott and his team, and of course Cat Studios, do got plenty of ideas and over lots and just lots of ways to present their game. And I'm really really excited to see how that goes. But aside from that does kind of end up my my video stuff here. So like I said, do all that. Have a great day. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. And of course, I hope to see you guys next video today. So yeah, stay safe and I'll be seeing you boys soon. Bye bye for now.